Tuesday to you.
Good morning.
I've got like fluffy beard, fluffy hair syndrome. So I'm going to go for a haircut today. Yay!
What?
I think so. I'm very excited to see what they do with my beard because I think I want to experiment with somebody taming it and see what happens. I mean, it makes me look 10 years older, which I don't know if that's good.
I know, he looks like he's my grandpa now.
Hey, that's right, kids. I'm a grandpa.
Who are you getting your haircut by?
I'm going to see if Topo can do it. Topo is back in Lucerius. Very excited about that. He's the only one that's been able to work with my hair properly, like where it's just perfection, and they do beards as well. Good morning, Pat. How are you today?
Good morning, Karen, Marie.
Good morning, Marie.
Helen.
Hello, hello. So yeah, what's going on in our world today? We have to go to our little house, take some video. We're selling our little house, and we'll share a video on Facebook and just show you what $100,000 will get you today. Now we could bump that price up to 120 and do improve the kitchen and that kind of stuff. Found a great kitchen provider for inexpensive kitchens.
Good morning, Doug.
Hello, hello. Now, are they coming for dinner?
Yep.
Well, we will see you for dinner, Doug. Christy says to me, "You're going to barbecue, right?" Yeah.
We're having hamburgers.
We're having hamburgers on
Homemade hamburgers.
On my kick butt barbecue.
Yeah.
Now,
Eva, you had a birthday yesterday.
Yay! Happy birthday, Eva! If we were in Canada, we would give you the bumps. And if you don't know what the bumps are, it's when you have 4 friends or enemies, and they take an arm and a leg, and they lift you up, and they beat your bottom on the ground. And the chiropractors love it. They really do.
Helen is asking us if we buy houses. Just let's put my foot down on there. Helen is asking us if we buy houses and flip them. No, because it's almost impossible unless you have a buttload of cash. And then there's capital gains and all that kind of stuff. So it's not, unless we had a corporation that we could do that. And then I know we can sell and then buy and then are offset and blah, blah, blah. This is the house that Zach and Chuita were living in. We bought it for them to live in. They have since had dos más niñas. And so the house is too small. It's small. It's like 800 square feet. It is a 1 level, which you could build up, you could build out. There's a lot of options on there. You could put a pool in the front yard. There's not much space in the back to do anything.
But because we stretched
because we moved we added a bathroom and walk-in closet to the back of that little house. So we've owned it for 4 years or 3.
Close to 5. I think close to 5.
No, because we bought it.
I thought we bought it at the same time we bought this.
We bought it when Amberlyn. Remember, they were just moving in when Amberlyn was born. Yeah. So it's just over. We've owned it. No.
We owned it for like 3 or 4 months.
Right. So just over 3 years we've owned it, and so. And now they're in another place, a bigger place. Actually, we bought a duplex. A lot of you guys know this already. Bought a duplex. So the main floor is where the kids live and they have a backyard and stuff like that. Upstairs is where when our other kids come to visit or if we have friends and we don't have the space here, then we'll have another room over there. Right now there is a bed, a king size bed and an air mattress and a table and chairs. That's what's in there at this moment. And a bathroom, of course, no kitchen facilities or anything like that. So in the answer to buying houses and flipping them, it's difficult in Mexico. You have to be set up a really certain way and you have to have the cash because mortgages are very expensive.
Yeah, it is funny. Like there is no flipping business because mortgages are so expensive. Yeah. When you can get free money up there like you used to be able to before the last guy decided to destroy the economy, with COVID.
Mm-hmm.
It was much easier. Those days, I think, are done for many years. And it's done in Mexico for many years.
I know. I'm sorry. It is cold where you are.
Wow.
Come on down. It's warm here. Actually, it's cool this morning.
It is kind of cold. Last night, I knew it was going to be cold. And I had to turn the fan off in our room last night because I was so cold.
No air conditioning, just the fan.
And it was funny because we were in the pool last night, 92 degrees. Chrissy's like,
I was starting to get cold.
She was cold in the pool.
But I was drinking soda water with ice. So it was, I was cold.
So let me ask you guys The human temperature in Fahrenheit, 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. When 98.6 comes out of my pool, it seems hot. So that to me, I can't figure that out because logically, if we're 98.6, it should just be like a continuation of our body. But it's funny to me that 98.6 is hot.
Inside of our body. The outside of our body is different. I don't know. Anyways,
I don't know.
Morning, George.
Christie's like, you run hot. That's why you're still warm.
So our idea after selling the little house is to fix up the Five-Plex that we bought and get John an office in there because he needs one as of the end of this month. Better rapido. So yeah, so that's what that's my very long stretched out answer to do we flip homes here? No, we just keep buying them and collecting them. It's crazy.
It's like get all the business cards or trading cards.
Trading cards, yeah.
And once they fix our roads here and they pave them,
yeah,
we won't be.
So right now, our ideal would be to fix up the Five-Plex, the little 5 casita thing that we bought, and buy a big lot. That's our goal for this year, I think.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might get into indoor farming. Yeah, I was watching like these 20 businesses that everybody should consider. First one is something that a buddy and I have been talking about. It's like, why don't they have this in all these neighborhoods? Because if you can go as local as possible, you can feed the world. There is no shortage, guys. This is all contrived by corporations and monolithic governments.
And Happy New Year to you too, George. And short story long. Yes, I did take a short story and make it long, as I can do sometimes. And Eva says, that's what I say to Rob, hot man all the time. My daughter loves her Aero Garden and microgreens. There you go. That's from Ree. And Leandra, good morning.
Hello, hello. So the idea for the warehouse farm is aquaponics. Well, but you don't use the fish. So I guess more hydroponics. Yeah. And I own MexicoHydroponics.com and hydroponicsmexico.com and MexicoEdibles.com.
Stop.
Well, no, I was thinking that MexicoEdibles.com, I could do microgreens and that kind of stuff and then shoot those. Because there's the guys that have the motorbikes and they can deliver all this stuff to all the restaurants.
John. You know, we're realtors, right? We're busy, really busy.
But that's why you hire a team to manage it. You don't think that Elon Musk actually handles all of his businesses himself, right?
Yeah, I do. I'm that naive.
You kind of are in some respects. So yeah, it's funny to me. We think different. I'm a big picture thinker. She's a small picture.
Because I have to do all the details. He just thinks about the ideas.
No. The problem is she's been thinking she has to handle the details. We hire people. That is where we have been wrong. I've been wrong listening to my wife, who I love. I love her. But we need to hire people.
Morning, Julie.
Hello. What can we talk about here today, honey? What's going on in Lucerius? Just so much construction.
Hens are laying. Woohoo!
I was on Saturday when I broke my toe. I was walking through the golden zone of Lucerius, and the golden zone just means you need a lot of gold to live there. But that area is packed. It is packed with so many people, shirtless people, shorted people, golf, socks and sandal people.
Ooh. Yeah, must be Canadian.
Birth control. But yeah, it is just absolute. I've never seen this many people here in my life. Ever.
That's because you're rarely outside.
No, that's not true. So yeah, Lucerius needs to be improved, everything. And the problem with Mexico, and maybe in the world in general, but especially Mexico, is they have utterly incompetent people running the show. So our roads haven't been done in 2 years. And it's funny, your mom yesterday said, I think these are the worst roads I've ever seen. Period. Guys, I tell people all the time, been all over Mexico, the worst roads are in front of my house. And we're part of Lucerius. Like, this is stupid. So whoever's running the show, your ass is going to be mine soon if you don't watch it. Because I will be out there just running everybody down because until they fix this area. And once they fix this area, we won't be able to afford to live here. But still.
I'm just reading. I won't throw out numbers. John had Shirley.
Holy cow.
John had Shirley check on a lot, and he says, and if you don't have that blank amount of money in cash, don't call again. Sounds charming.
Yeah, he's an asshole. Oh,
did you say that on?
I can't believe I just said that's a bad word that I don't think I've ever said that word.
Christy, you need a large coffee this morning. Oh, heck I do.
Oh, I just touched my toe. Broken toes hurt.
Oh, really?
They do.
What a weird concept.
Well, and my whole foot now is purple from one toe. It went to the next toe, then it went above the foot.
I can't imagine how walking up the stairs he could have done that much damage to his foot.
No idea.
In shoes.
Skechers. Skechers do not have steel toes.
You don't need steel toes to walk upstairs. Most people don't need steel toes.
You would think.
I do it in the lot is beachfront, Julie. We can.
Yeah, that's it. We were looking into that because it's one of the few places that are still beachfront houses, and somebody will turn it into condos eventually. Best use, but for the right investor, it could be so much more.
Yeah. Widen the Highway 200 and eliminate the laterals. I know it'll never happen. That would be a good idea. The laterals are frustrating.
Well, they're only frustrating because idiots drive on them. And Christie was honking like a maniac yesterday. You were honking. It was a
I drive a big truck and people still cut me off. Like, they're just dumb. And the way John drives our truck, he doesn't care about scratches, so I'm not worried about him anymore either. Right, honey?
Good. I'm very happy that you're not worried. I remember Shirley was actually, she asked my kids if I really said, drive like everybody's trying to kill you. And like when you do that, then all of a sudden you're paying attention all the time.
Yeah.
When you believe that everybody's trying to kill you. Now, some people really are trying to kill me, but still you have to be careful when you're driving on these roads. Mm-hmm. Now, that said, I don't know what you call the sister of a cousin that isn't blood related to you. Like the one cousin is with the sister. She died in a vehicle accident.
Did you call her a half cousin?
I don't know. But in British Columbia, horrible. And I hate that my children live in Canada in the wintertime. Mm-hmm. I hate it. And it's because there are so many idiots out there that just think that they deserve the road and you are just the secondary, and they will bust your ass every single time.
Bust your butt.
It will bust your butt, sorry. That's if my grandkids are watching. I don't want them to learn these words.
No.
You know some words. Arr, she's a pirate.
You taught me those words and made me use them.
Maybe. It was funny because for many years I didn't use those words, but somebody else did.
Oh, really? Oh, my.
Well, before, and it's a funny story, actually. So we went back to Canada.
No. When we were dating, he swore like a sailor.
Absolutely.
He was terrible.
That's what I'm saying.
And I never said those words.
But I did it for years, but you did. So with my children, when we went back to Canada and I saw my kids, I would use those words. Because they're like, I've never heard you use that many words in my entire life. You know, those bad words. Bad words are not good words.
Bad words.
Bad words like hate and him and her and mom and dad.
Only in Canada, though.
Those are bad words.
Those are bad words.
Why are you living in Canada? You've got full-blown communism now. Full-blown. Jordan Peterson, who is this great author, thinker, whatever, he's from Alberta, moved to Ontario, was a professor. He said he retweeted something on Twitter. Now they want to take away his license to practice medicine, psychology. They want to take away his license because he retweeted something that said something bad about the prime minister. Guys, you are living in a banana republic, and you don't even have bananas that grow there. We have bananas at least. A lot of bananas, actually. So yeah, there I go. I even told my mom last night, I don't even know if I can go back to Canada.
I'm pretty sure they'd put you in jail.
I would be in jail so fast because I would just be walking around and going, what are you people doing?
I would tattle on you. So
when I was a child growing up in Millwoods, there were people from the Soviet Republic, this is a long time ago, that escaped, risking their lives to get to Canada. And now what'd y'all do? Y'all turned into that. Holy cow. Holy cow.
Holy simoles.
So I think what has to happen is we need to do like Atlas Shrugged and have everybody go to another country and just have like this amazing country. I think we need to do that.
I'm in Mexico. It's good enough.
Well, then maybe this could be the country.
Yes, you did, John. Back then, the good old 80s.
Yep. So, but here's
Unbelievable in
the
Canada.
difference is when I heard the stories, I made them mine. I internalized them. I learned the lessons. Kids today, it's just like, take all my freedoms. Please. Because we're Canadians and we're courteous.
Good morning, Kimberly.
Hello. It is even interesting in the US what's happening there with socialism. It is horrible, absolutely horrible. And now they're slowly withdrawing food from the grocery stores, right? So you know what's coming up here. It's not going to be pretty. And it's not going to be a today thing or tomorrow thing, but it's just over time. They keep eroding and stealing our freedoms. So I hope you understand that. In Mexico, you can still sit in the back of a pickup truck. I love that while you're driving, not just parked. Because I think if you're sitting in the back of a pickup truck and it's parked,
You
look
can't
very
sit in the back
sad.
of a pickup truck while you're driving. You have to be in the front seat.
Somebody else is driving. Your passengers. I put up with this all the
There's
time.
never going to be a utopia where anywhere humans are too divisive and eventually turn on each other. We've proven that over the millennia. You are correct.
Absolutely. Social media is the one thing that they keep using to try and fracture.
And we're not going to England because it keeps raining, Karen said.
Yeah. Well, England has its own issues. The entire world has changed so incredibly fundamentally since the 80s. I can't even recognize so much of this place anymore. It's just kind of nuts. Even here, whole lot of white people in Mexico now. What the heck is that?
We're white.
We're not. We've been here 19 years. I got rid of my white.
Oh, hell no.
It took me 1 year to decanadianize.
But you're still pretty freaking white.
Maybe. 1 year to decanadianize.
And really insane. Hi, Kira.
Hello. When I first moved here, I honestly believed that Canada was this perfect utopia, the healthcare, everything, the land of milk and honey. And then I realized, holy crap, I've been lied to. Because here in Mexico, if you got a little bit of cash, you can get anything you want. Up there, sure, it's free. How much are your taxes? But people die all the time waiting for healthcare.
Wow. Why?
Well, here, you want a hip operation? Tomorrow, get you in. Free parking. It's all good.
Totally a gringo.
Who said that?
You
Maybe
are so white. I mean, you are so white.
Maybe.
Oh, and then you're male on top of it. So it just.
Oh, ChatGPT is woke. Oh my gosh. So yesterday we're in the vehicle. I read this news article. Ran some experiments. You say, hey, ChatGPT, can you tell me a joke about women? I cannot offend like a stereotype or whatever. Can you tell me a joke about a man? No problem.
But it wasn't even about a man.
No, it's
that
just silliness.
Joke.
It's just silliness. But it just is interesting to me. And also there's the white and the black and all of this stuff. They've got built-in responses that if you ask a certain type of question.
Don't put me off Mexico. I'm banking on moving there. No, we love Mexico.
No, Mexico is fantastic.
Anywhere,
I'm not leaving this country. No, this country is amazing. It's like
thinks it's funny you're 1 year to decanadianize. That was funny.
Well, yeah, and I really was kind of like, hey, wait, this is different than I thought. This is different than I thought. But here's the difference. My cognitive dissonance, which so many people suffer from, was not deep rooted. So I was able to change my mind about a lot of things, actually.
I got a new wristband, a watch band yesterday. It's got butterflies on it. Look at that. Isn't that cute?
I saw that, and it came from like the watch company or something, watch band company. It's very sweet, but it's going to tarnish fast here.
It's stainless steel.
You think it is? It looks really shiny. Looks kind of like it's chrome plated or something.
Well, we'll see. It wasn't very expensive, and I needed a new one. Mine broke.
Why is stainless steel so cheap? Because you go to, they have this jewelry store in Guadalajara called San Juan de Dios. And fascinating place, like 4 levels. You go the bottom floor. Well, you can find stuff all over, but it's usually the second and third floors where the gold and silver are. But they've got stainless steel.
It's all kind of a mishmash, but
on the top floor is where you get the loose diamonds.
Oh, Eva wanted me to go closer. It's a butterfly with a little bit of sparkle.
Yeah,
it's not very clear. It's not focusing very well.
It's not like a human eye.
Bree thinks this is funny today, and 32 days, and then she'll be here.
Woot. Mexico, the weather here is incredible, guys. We were in the pool last night in the dark, 92 degrees
And we got to look up and see the stars.
Guys, it's just absolutely amazing. I do like the pool. We have a problem. And the problem is that when you buy from Iggy, and please never buy from Iggy, ever. They're horrible. But they don't include the bomba filter, like the filter with sand and diatomaceous earth. So we have a 5 micrometer something filter, just 5 micrometers. So anything smaller than that, you can't get rid of. So we have these guys that come and clean our pool, and they clean it twice a week. But that dust, that fine dust, that if you were to feel it, you can't feel anything. It's just invisible.
It doesn't feel like sand, it's like silk.
So we need to get a proper filtration system to get rid of that.
Good morning, Brian. Julie says that her and Kent are going to be here for 5 days on the 15th.
Nice.
That's awesome.
How's the construction going at your house?
I guess we'll find out when they get here.
That was fascinating. It really was.
Yeah.
You've got 2 great teams working for you, which is wonderful. And in this day and age, it's incredible to have a team that sticks together and continues their job.
Of course I love butterflies. Look, how do I not love butterflies? It's pretty permanent, these tattoos things.
She's actually said to me that when she goes, she wants me to preserve that.
No, I did not. That's disgusting.
Well, we can have it on a mural.
She said it's going really, really good, and they're tiling now. Oh,
ooh.
From what we saw to tiling, that's awesome.
You have two good teams, interior and exterior. Good stuff. So there you go. What were we just talking about?
I have no idea. I wasn't listening.
Yeah, I know.
Doors and windows, 2 weeks.
Wow, that's going to be crazy. So yeah, they've got.
Oh, you were talking about preserving my tattoo.
Oh, that was before that, because that was just gross. Why would you even mention that? That's disgusting.
I just want to hurt him. Just really want to hurt him.
I don't know.
Oh, I know.
Kira's here from Edmonton right now.
Hi, Kira.
Hello, Kira, again. When I don't even know if I'll ever go back to Canada. I really don't. As long as that other guy is still around.
If our daughter gets married in Canada, we're going.
Oh man, I may have to cross the Michigan way.
Sure. I'd be up for that. That'd be kind of fun.
It was funny because the first time I went back to Canada, you guys know the story. I was joking to people that I would only be gone 3 weeks. I wasn't joking about that. I really did believe I would be there 3 weeks. We stayed for 3 months. When I got back, the rumors around town was I was in jail.
And I didn't start that rumor. So I would have said he was dead.
Now, these were idiots that didn't even have Facebook. Because if they would have had Facebook, they would have seen, oh, he's just having fun.
So Ria's saying people are calling for eggs. She needs to squeeze them and probably charge more. You don't squeeze the eggs, they'll break them. My phone is blown up. I'm pretty funny, huh?
Eggs are a magic food. Now, if they eat properly. So, and this is another reason for the indoor farm, because you can do fodder systems and you can feed cattle in such a small footprint. Cattle, which need like an acre per cow to eat and do its thing. You can do that in a very, very small space. So I love that.
One cow needs a whole acre?
One cow needs an acre. That's a
to live or just to eat?
To live and eat.
But if you're making him food.
Oh yeah, you need like a tiny space. I mean, like the cow across the street from Zach and Chuita, which apparently is being sold, which will be good for them because that cow, it sings a lot.
Yeah.
And it's got a child and a donkey that live on that lot. And I did tell Zach and Chuita if that lot ever becomes available to let me know because it's actually a nice parcel of land. And I have no problem buying stuff in Chuita's name.
Hey, Nancy. Eva says that they'll protect you.
Who?
You know, Eva says they'll protect you.
Who?
When you go to Canada.
Oh,
you wackadoodle.
Thank you.
You know my hubby. And Reese says, well, you do look like trouble. She says, I'll invest in a Scottish Highlander. Robert's aunt won't let me get one. They're miniature. Ooh. I know how to milk by hand. I have never milked a cow.
Are you sure? Because Mark and Amanda had a cow.
I did not milk it.
I think our kids did.
Probably.
I think
I didn't.
I milked cows when I was a kid, like 7, 8 years old.
I'm a city girl.
My dad lived in Rockfort Bridge and had a quarter section. He was renting. He didn't own this. And on the property was a school from the early 1900s. And that became our play area. Like, how cool is it to have a school to play in? I remember I also went in one of those thrashing machines, those big metal things that you see that are just out there rusting. And I was playing with it and it hit my fingernail and my fingernail fell off. And when you're a child, that's gross. Yeah. And I also realized that I had the ability to be a narcissistic sociopath because there was sparrows. And I'm going to keep the sparrows for myself. And they all died. They were baby sparrows, not mama sparrows. I just remember as a child, but it messed my brain up. So I never did that again because it just seemed kind of cruel to just play with little birds and kill them for no reason.
Mm-hmm. You think? Are there birds eating the dog food?
Oh, there are birds eating our dog food. She's okay with killing these birds, though.
They're not babies.
They aren't babies. Palomas, which are pigeons, related to pigeons somehow, they've got a little black ring and a white spot. Apparently, they taste great, but you need 3 of them to make a meal.
So Karen thinks that you need to turn your beard into a mutton chop beard. It would look cool.
I don't even know what a mutton chop
beard
is.
And Ree is saying, oh, an old one-room schoolhouse, how cool.
It was cool. It was cool. Mark and Amanda had a one-room schoolhouse on their property as well. I don't know how many there are. There has to be all these things.
At least 2.
At least 2.
We tried to keep baby bunnies alive, we found, thinking they were abandoned. It was always sad when they died, yeah.
It was, and I think that's what makes you a human
mutton
being.
Chops are those big things that come along, right? Is that mutton chop?
Ooh.
I think.
And I would get rid of this.
Oh, God. I've not seen his top lip in years.
Since we lived in Canada, at least. Oh, no. I think I did shave it off one time a year.
But then he needs to do handlebar mustache to go with the big swoops.
I think these are all great ideas.
I think I hate you women.
Christy does not. I have had so many people come up and say, oh, my gosh, I love the beard. Keep the beard. Christy's like, are you crazy?
They don't have to kiss the beard or watch it eat. And it's eat it now.
I do like whenever I see Amelia, she comes up and she grabs my beard.
Yeah.
And she like pulls on it. She's a good
Yes,
kid.
without chin hair.
Ooh. So you
I
kind
am
of just
so sorry, Christy.
kind of do this. You get
Morning, Jim.
It's the reverse of a goatee. So you would just shave the goatee area and then just have the rest.
And the big long. I don't like you women anymore.
I might have to become a folk singer. If only I could sing like Elton John.
And Jim, Tess hanging in there?
Yes, I hope so. I really do. Been doing lots of research on cancer and stuff, and it's a horrible, horrible disease. Horrible disease. Your father passed away from cancer. Mm-hmm. Somebody sent what one looks like?
It won't open.
Well, because it's you. If it was me, it would open and go, hey, you want this. It's like it's got the stop wife feature.
Probably.
I
liked Robert's beard when trimmed, but have been known to braid Robert's when it was long and then snipped it in his sleep and freaked him out. He never moved so fast in his life.
That's good.
Yeah, I saw George's Facebook post that he was coming back. So
he must have used AI because it looked like an AI creation. Because they have it now where you throw your picture in and it can do all kinds of stuff.
It looked like he was in a spaceman suit.
Well, it takes a while. It's hard to get to Mexico. So you have to wear a spacesuit, depending on how you travel here. They've seen lots of UFOs during the day in Mexico City, like in a big city. Tons of video out there on this stuff. It's crazy.
You flip so much when your conversations.
But in my brain, it all makes sense because it just takes me down this path.
Tesla is still fighting but not winning. I'm living a nightmare.
That sucks, man. It really does.
So sorry. Really.
Yeah. And
truly.
The thing, we live in a world right now where the food we eat, they call it food from this corporation.
It is killing us.
Absolutely. Plastic is killing us, and plastic is everywhere. All of this crap is made to make us ill and need these other ancillary businesses. It just is nuts. Even the oil industry, and I used to be really pro oil until I found out there are cheaper, better ways to make electricity. It's just that it's not cost effective for the people that own these other companies.
Yeah.
And the government would get a lot less taxes. And they need their taxes because, wait a second, maybe they're corrupt. Oh my gosh, maybe they're all corrupted. Huh, look at that. I may have just discovered something.
It's really weird that this isn't opening up, Eva. It keeps rotating.
Maybe it's one of those, they're testing you things, where they do these joke things where like, hey, I saw this crazy video of this person, and when you click the link, it's your profile. I like that.
I saw a video of this crazy person, you mean?
Yes.
All right. Anyways, we're done. Our day is about to begin. Well, it's actually been going for a bit, but.
Yes, it has.
You guys have a fantastic day. And we will more than likely chat with all y'all tomorrow.
Woot!
Bye.
Adios.